Okay, I've got one cut. There's a little bit of a gap in this one, but we may make it work. Let's lay this out up here and see what it looks like. Oh, that one didn't cut straight. That's unfortunate. These all seem, except for this one, like they're mostly the same size. I'd love to run it through the planer when we're all done, but that doesn't usually work so well with end grain. But we can just sand the crap out of it. I've got a orbital sander now, which I didn't have before on the previous cutting board. They're not quite all the same size, and this one's kind of got a little bit of a crack in it, but I think it'll be alright. I gotta say, that's a pretty good size cutting board. Maybe we'll do one like this, and then we'll do the other one with the gap, so we have two different ones. Maybe. I do like this though, even without the walnut in the middle. I'll have to think about it. Let's cut the other one. Alright, let's see how this one did. Get these all up here, make life easier. Well, these ones actually seem like they're more the same size than the first batch. This one's a little high, but the end one, the last one I did, which was off on the other one, actually turned out alright on this one. So we just alternate here and turn these around. Okay, it's a little bit different on this side. Interesting. There must be some like cupping or something. Yeah, it looks good. It's a really good size. I'm not really entirely sure how I'm going to go about putting this, getting walnut in between here. This whole thing is about 11 1/4 wide. My walnut is just about 9 wide, and I can only fit 6 through the jointer. So I would have to do like 5 1/2, and well, we would do 6, right? Probably. So we would do 6. And then we would need 1.5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we would need 9 and 4.5. So 9, 13.5. Okay, before we make any decisions, let's clean these up a little bit. Okay, I've decided I am going to do one with the mortars, basically. Probably, I don't think I'm going to record me milling that because I'm tired of recording me milling stuff and the camera battery's almost dead and I want to keep working. So why don't I mill that stuff up and we'll see how it goes. Okay, we're good to go. Just got to glue, and I milled up these guys, and they're gonna get glued in. It's gonna be a little tricky lining these up correctly. I think what we're gonna do, yeah, it'll be fine. Probably should have recorded this, but I'm glad I didn't because it took like all of my concentration to get that right because that was tricky. Let's get some glue on here and get started. We're only doing one of these cutting boards this way. The other one we'll do without them because it took like half of my good walnut that's left to do this, and honestly I'm not sure it's gonna work. So yeah, hang on, I need probably not that scrap. I need a piece of scrap. Okay, gonna need more glue than this. lining this up is going to be kind of tricky. And this is why I said it's a little bit, gonna be a little bit tricky. I'm gonna get glue all over everything. Gotta work quickly as well. I don't own a bandsaw, or this probably would have been a lot easier to get these thin strips. As it was, I had to use a circular saw and make many passes and rotate the board, and it's not perfect by any means, but it's not terrible either. Okay, now we just gotta kind of get the registration as matched up as possible. We're gonna have to trim it anyway, so it should be alright. Turning these is gonna be a little bit difficult. Maybe we'll focus on the outside ones so that I can alternate. It's actually a little bit tricky. I have enough room to do this, only just. Okay, that is locked in. Probably about as tight as it could get. Looks pretty good on this side. A little bit slipping out down here, but we'll deal with that with the sander then. Now we got to do the other one. Okay, this one's going to go much faster. Just start laying our pieces out. Just making sure that there aren't any, like, nicks or dents in any of the corners. Okay. Now comes the fun part. Let's bring this back in. Probably gonna have to bring that in more then. But let's start with this. Probably gonna use this whole bottle of glue. Okay, clamped up. I'll have to trim, like the other one, off of either one of these sides. I should probably see if I can wipe up this glue. There's a lot of excess on this one. Oh, way too much excess, actually. Alright, well, I think we'll have to worry about sanding it off. Alright, well, I don't know where this is going to fall in the series of videos for this, but that's all I can do for now. Probably all I can do even this weekend on this. Just gotta trim it up and then sand it down and round over the edges. I have to go out and get a round over bit.